Hello, sexy souls! Welcome back. I was meant to do this yesterday, and I didn't do it. Um, yeah, I was like, on Friday, I was so set for the week, I had all these plans, and I'm in between energies at the minute. So there's not really a collective update. I do have a little message for everyone though that just came through as of now, because um, I want to say the last 4 or 5 days, I've been working closely with Rose, the spirit of Rose, the plant, and she helped me through some stuff last year, and I really love her energy. She's very much, I think I might have overdone it a little bit with the makeup today, if you haven't noticed. Because she's that kind of a spirit. She makes you want to love yourself so much, and I have just been having a real, I don't know what to say, how to call it, but I just in between worlds, let's say. Very, very much connected with nature recently, and I've really disassociated. Not in a negative way, I don't know what to call it. Like, I've just really tapped out of the collective, the structure that it's built on at the minute. It's just, I don't get it. So I'm just kind of taking a step out of it for a little bit, which is good for me because I feel like it's all divine. So I started feeding a wild rabbit, and I'm trying to get close enough. It's only a little baby. I'm trying to get close enough to just, like, I don't know. I used to do this like when I was younger. I used to try and like get close to wild animals. But rabbits are easy. Like they're more approachable. And through that, like working with Rose and trying to like get out in nature and connect with a rabbit, just showed me that I've been having a lot of fun, just being by myself, and that's kind of what I have been doing. A lot of people have been messaging me. I shut down as well the Telegram. I'm going to do that every weekend because I think I actually like that. So just shutting off the Telegram chat, if anyone's in my Telegram, it's not that you're like anything happened to me. I just like to take a little break, and I thought, well, why not do it every weekend? So yeah, I just took a little break from the Telegram chat and been out in nature and doing things for me. And yeah, Rose has really, really kind of helped me with some personal stuff, because in my Skystrology at the minute I have some things happening with Venus in my consciousness and things that I'm dealing with on a personal level. So right now is not really the right time for me to be kind of looking at collective stuff. So I've just kind of been working through personal things and how I view relationships going forward for myself. So a lot of things have shifted and changed for me, and it's just been kind of hermit mode, but in a really healthy way. So yeah, I had that going on, and I just really felt, okay, I'm going to be honest, this is just me being honest with you guys. I'm going to be honest, I felt a little bit like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Because I'm like, how do I want to be remembered during this whole awakening process? That was something that just came up. And I was like, I don't worry about money. And then I take money for readings, and I have a Patreon, and all of these things came up, and I was just like, whoa, what is this? And obviously it's abundance blockages, and I thought I cleared most of those. But just because I don't see the point in money, okay, and all of a sudden I started having money coming in. So it's like, I don't want to have this negative relationship with it. And then everything just came full circle. Because I had people's projections at me, a lot of it, and I was just like, whoa. And then it made me feel negative towards it a little bit. And then I started to look into why I was even involved in this money, why money was coming to me in the first place. And it was because I did heal a lot of stuff, but now I'm seeing that money doesn't matter, so I'm having to heal that going forward with accepting money and accepting abundance in this way. Because I'm like, okay, I don't see the point in money, but I still right now need to be grounded and understand that money is needed for me to do the things that I want to do. So just stop being a little bitch about it and just get on with it and accept the money that comes in. But again, I'm like, do I want to like go back and say I was on YouTube, or do I want to go and say I was out exploring the world and doing things that I want to do? So I'm just in that phase at the minute, because I don't even know how I ended up. Well, I do know how I ended up here, but at the same time, I'm like, how do I want to be remembered? But I don't care about being remembered. But how do I want to remember this whole thing? You know what I mean? Because this is really special. This is a really special thing for all of us. This whole time that we're in right now, okay? We don't realize it until it's gone and it's past, that we look back on it and we're like, oh. So everything that you're seeking in moving forward in the world, okay? It's all about now, right now, how you make your decisions right now, okay? But also it's what you are seeking is seeking you, okay? So when you feel a little bit lost and you're a little bit confused, that's when you need to check back in with yourself, because it's almost like, how I see it is that your future self is having a memory that's wanting to come back to this present self and say, everything's going to be okay. Okay, so sometimes that happens to you. When we get confused and we don't know where we're going in life, it's because we started to disconnect from ourself, and that is like leading you into a path of confusion. Okay, but everything that you are seeking is already manifested for you as long as you believe in it. Okay, so everything is meant to be the way it is, and everything will find you. Okay, if it is for you, it will not pass you. I think that's a really old saying my grandmother used to say to my mom, and now she still. My grandmother used to have the best, the best sayings and stuff. So yeah, I covered basically what's going on with me. Also, we're going to just use an oracle deck today. I just couldn't be bothered. I was like too busy dancing, to be honest. Like you would think I was getting ready to go to like a nightclub or something. I was like full on party mode, listening to like Avicii, which I haven't listened to in a long, long time. But I was listening to Avicii. I was dancing here. It was just such a good mood, and I just didn't want to work. Because this isn't really. It's not that I don't like doing this, but I need this. And this was what Rose kind of said to me. She was like, you know, I'm all about being all about self-love and self-care and things like that, but you know, sometimes you need a little distraction. You don't have to moan about it. You can just make it fun. Because I was like, oh, I don't want to sit down. I don't want to do anything. And I don't know what day it is. Is it Tuesday? It's Tuesday. Yes, it's Tuesday. And like, so much stuff I could have done. I did a reading today with a lovely lady. I hope she's watching. And it was amazing. And it just, what she was talking about and what she's going to be doing moving forward into the future in these healing centers and stuff. And this was just so much about where I am at. And I'm just kind of done with conversations about things that don't really matter anymore. But then again, I find myself like having to go through the process of some things. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I don't think people want to hear me ramble on. But yeah, what was I going to say? I was just talking about Rose. Well, she just kind of said, I need this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. It's because I'm helping people, but I'm also helping myself by keeping myself busy and speaking. Because if I didn't speak, I would go crazy. I would go nuts. Okay? So that's kind of like how this is all playing out. But also, she's just not happy with the way that I'm doing things. Okay, so I have a lot of things I have to change. And that is to do with diet. It's to do with my own routine with meditation, and, you know, getting up and actually sitting down and holding myself accountable for things that I say I'm going to do. Because I do a lot of spiritual things, but it just got a little bit all over the place when I was just like doing whatever. And the way that people like to connect with plants in different ways, but I just want to let you know how I connect with Rose. Is I put crystals. It's not necessarily on the chakra points. She just kind of shows me where she wants to show me love. So like I could put some on my wrists, or I could put 2 here. Like I did put 2 here because I felt like I needed some loving here. Like, and the energy of her is I just put her rose petals down, and I then put crystals on it to just hold it in place, and I just kind of sit with her, and she's basically giving me a spiritual massage with her energy, and I meditate. So that's how I connect. If anybody wanted to know, I don't think anybody was going to try that out, but there you go. And yeah, last week I think I put a thing here, and I had this here to show you the card. No, that didn't really work for me. It was fine at the time, but I felt claustrophobic. Like the camera's quite far back, and I like to have a little bit of space while I'm doing this. I'm very claustrophobic as a person in general anyway, so I don't like things like if I'm in someone's car, you know those like really small cars, and they're like squashing your feet. Like when they have the chair, like there's no room for them in the front, so they push the chair back. Claustrophobic, because I feel like my feet can't breathe, even though my feet don't have mouths. I hope they don't. Anyway, so yeah, what I'm gonna do with that is I might post a picture. So I might take pictures. Don't hold me to this. Again, I just change my mind. I try things out, and if I don't like them, I don't do it again. So I didn't like that, so I'm not going to do that. I just want a better way. If you have any suggestions on how I could do this that requires less work, because I just can't be asked with another camera here pointing at, no, I can't be bothered with that. So I think I'm just going to take a picture and then crop it and then put it in the video. Then again, I don't know if that'll work if I have an app, because I like to just edit on my phone. I'm so lazy. I just like less technology work required for these things, okay? Because they're professional enough looking with my nice little background and everything, but yeah, just some things just take just too much time. And I'm another person, like, I hope you like my thumbnails, because I don't really spend much time doing them. Because I don't know. I'm noticing more and more that I just like being outside. I like being away from technology, but for some reason I am drawn to it at the same time. I have a healthy balance with technology, let's just say. But I know that it is required to move forward, is to have a good relationship with technology and understand it. So yeah, but I'm going through many things at the minute, and this was probably way too much information. This is more of my update. So there you go. There's my update. If anybody was still here, welcome. Welcome to a little bit more about me. And we'll move on now. So the oracle deck that we're going to use, though, I'm just going to pull one card. I'm going to go with just whatever I'm picking up. We're going to have 3 groups. And thank you, Sarah. I don't know how many decks you actually got me, but I think it's 3. The 3 decks that you've actually got me are my favorites. So the Oracle of the Unicorns is one of my favorite oracle decks because it's it's just so straight to the point, and every time I use it, I'm just like, yes, exactly what I needed. So this is the deck that we're going to use today, and yeah, I'm just going to kind of channel whatever wants to come through, and that's going to be inner energy update. So we're going to have 3 groups as always. You can close your eyes and you can visualize the number 1, 2, and 3 in front of you, and which one ever you feel drawn to grabbing, or which one has the nicest texture, or which one vibrates in front of you. Sometimes they vibrate in front of me and then I'm like, oh, that's my number. So that's a good little exercise to just choose. Otherwise, if you don't really like visualizing, you can go down and there might be an angel number there in the description box. So yes, thank you all, and I will see you in a second. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your... I don't know. Well, I don't know if this is an energy checkup, because the feeling that I have is like, because I'm only using an oracle card, I feel like I just want to go with whatever comes. So let's just see where this goes. Okay, because I'm not sure. I just feel like I want to go on with each group. I just want to go on a little journey. So just take whatever you want from this. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. And maybe I just feel like a story. So that's where we're going to go with this. So this is whatever you want to make of it. I just feel very drawn to doing this. I think it's Rose. Okay, so okay, the first instant feeling that I'm having is that I'm hearing abandoned ship, abandoned ship. So there's this thought that's been having a little bit of you know that song? Something has been going around and around like a circus in your mind, and I'm seeing that monkey, but you know the monkey with the clapping the things. It just feels like maybe the collective noise is also affecting you, group number 1, because I just feel that you've been caught up in a whirlpool of different emotions, and you're feeling that it's getting very, very close, and that you're a little bit worried about how you've been living your life. Now I want to let you know that there's nothing to fear, okay? There is nothing to fear, and that something that I am hearing is that all that you want to be possible is possible. Okay? So there are people, okay? There are certain people who might have abandoned you. Okay? They might have jumped off the ship. Actually, what I feel right now is that you are holding on for dear life, trying to control the ship, okay? And you're really, really trying your hardest. And while you are doing that, everyone else is jumping off. They're getting on the raft, they're going away, okay? And you're holding on. And it does not matter if that ship goes down, you know that you in here are going to be okay. And that is all that you need to be focused on. Okay? Whoa. I know why I wanted to do this today. I felt completely in a different word there. Okay. Anything else from that? You're definitely very much guided and connected to your ancestors, and they are really much holding on to what you're doing, okay? Because they know that you're the key to release them and so that they may be free. Okay? And it's getting very close. It's getting closer and closer, and you can sense that there is a lot of things that you must do in order for this responsibility coming. It's coming, and you can feel it, but there's nothing to fear. Everything here is amazing. It's great, actually, because where your attention goes with this is the main thing here. Okay, it's not exactly how it looks, okay, because everything that happens that scares us right now, there's always a solution. Okay, I'm literally seeing someone almost like looking in the mirror. Okay, maybe you're worried a little bit about your health, or that, you know, certain things might affect your health, or, you know, because everything seems to be, wow, just this weird eeriness outside. Sorry, I'm looking out the window. There's a weird eeriness in the air. It's like really dark clouds, but then the sun is shining from that side, so it's really strange. That's how it feels on here for me. So it feels like this heavy cloud is above you. Sorry, I was told to just open my eyes there for a second, so I know what that means now. And everything that I've just been talking about kind of clarifies that. So basically, the grey sky. I was looking at an image of someone looking in the mirror, and they're noticing their grey hair, or they're worried about, you know, how they're going to age, or are they going to end up a widow, or there's just all these different things coming in, okay? And I want to let you know that there is always a solution. All paths are possible, and the minute you want to change and walk a different way, that is okay. You have the free will to do that, okay? There is a thing coming up here that, you know, things are going to be different, okay? But what is it that you want to manifest and make different about situations moving forward? How do you want to see it? Because nothing we look at over there anymore is how it looks over here. Because everything over here is a different world completely. So, for example, you know, we're not really going to be going to the movies for a while. Or even if I don't know if we're even going to be interested in that for a while. But just different things like that. Like, you know, going on dates is going to be different, because people are going to have a different perspective on things. Just in general, energy is going to change. So I just want you to really look at what you're going towards, and write that down on a piece of paper. Because what is it that you want, okay? And then try and pull it apart and look at it and be like, does that resonate with the new earth? Does that resonate with the, you know, I say the new earth, but it's just working together. It's unity, okay? That's all the new earth is. It's not, we don't have to complicate it. It's just working together and treating your neighbor as how you want to be treated. Treating everyone as how you want to be treated. Okay? That's all it is. It's quite simple. It's love. Okay? So that is all we're really working with. Music as well. Maybe music. There's something to do with the entertainment industry. So if you're involved in that, or if you're worried about what that is or what's going to happen to that, that's going to change too. There is going to be an entertainment part to play in this whole new world. Okay? It's not that, you know, Hollywood is dead forever. Well, it is, the old one. But like, I hope I don't get... Sorry, when I say things, I'm like, I hope that doesn't flag my video. No, I don't think it will. I'm just seeing a lot of like performing arts, a lot of like that stuff. There's too much to go into there, to be honest with that. because there's a lot going on with this. It's kind of like your whole belief system, your whole vision for yourself has shattered. And that is okay. But it doesn't have to completely shatter, okay? You can still, take little parts of that broken pot, the bits that you like, okay? You can take the little pieces that you like and make it into something else that you can take with you as I went through that. But there's a nicer pot for me to go and buy, okay? So the pot that you broke, it's gone, forget about it, but you can take parts of that if you want for a little while until you find something new. And that new vision is way better than the one that was ever there. That one that was there was an illusion. It was just a whole distraction and a whole thing that had to play out, okay? So this has to do with your career choices. So if you're still holding on, again, that's okay too. If you think this is the right career choice for me, I'm doing it, I'm sticking to it, there's a reason, okay? Just because, unless you're doing something that's not good, I don't know why you would be on my channel, but if you're doing something that isn't of kindness, or it's just not a good thing to be doing, and you feel like there's karma going to come from that, well, you probably will have that come. So that's the only thing. But other than that, if you feel like there's a reason, you just have to keep holding on to it. Maybe it's because you're part of the moving with it to bring it out and bring it into something new, okay? Because a lot of the systems that don't work anymore, they can just be, everything renamed, smoothed out, okay? Different language used, different ways of dealing with these things, okay? I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I hope that makes sense. So, anyway, group number 1, I'm going to pull one of these, and I said I would put a picture somewhere on the screen, so I'll put it here somewhere. But yeah, this is a message just for you, for your energy, what your energy needs to know right now, what your spirit, your soul wants you to know. My crown hurts. Just saying that. Okay, we have possibility. So that's the card. I'm going to put a picture on the screen anyway, I think. So possibility. Raise your standards. Elevate your expectations. You have unlimited potential. So that's basically what I've been talking about. Okay? So, yeah, you get the message. Maybe, should I read from the book? I don't know. I'm not going to read from the book because I felt like that was quite long. I had the book here. I wanted to read from the book, but you know me, I can't stop talking and I don't want these to be too long. So, I hope you enjoyed that. I actually really enjoyed that little journey I went on with you all. So, yes, take what you will from that. Leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this style of giving you a message. And I will talk to you all in the future. Goodbye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to this little... it's not going to be an energy checkup because as I was tuning into... Sorry, someone's driving outside. As I was tuning into the group number 1, I felt like I wanted to do something different. So I went on a little bit of a journey, a little storytelling from what my higher self wanted to show me. So that's what I'm going to do with you as well, group number 2. I am going to clear, actually, because my crown is still sensitive. When I was doing group number 2, group number 1 kind of, my crown felt very much... So we're going to use... Thank you, Cartini, if you're watching this. This is some tobacco incense. I don't use too much indoors. I usually use this outside, but just to... Oh my god. Sorry. It's just so nice. It's probably my favourite smell in the whole wide world, actually. I'm not even joking. And this is... I work with the Mapacho. I always talk about him. Actually, this is my little I just put it out with salt. That's what I like to do. Because I started to put it out on this. Why am I explaining this to you? That's how I put it out. This is how I make black salt. You know what black salt is? It's what the witches use. Except I'm not a witch, but I like to put black salt under a little pouch under my bed just to protect me. Sometimes when I'm having a astral attack. So anyway, let us begin. I could have just done that off camera, but I was okay, sorry. I feel better now. So, except I think I needed that because this energy for me feels a little heavy. So let's go into what I'm picking up. How to explain this feeling? Well, I see stuff, but I just don't want to go too much into that just yet because I'm not exactly sure what that would mean. So the first thing that I'm picking up from this is I am feeling quite scattered at the minute. I feel that I am in a huge library. Well, that's the image that just popped up as a... Going with a different image now, but I'm in a huge library and I'm looking for a book. And the book that I am looking for is in the library, okay? But it doesn't matter what I do, I will not find that book. Because I'm not meant to find it just yet. This is the thing that I am picking up from this energy. It's like... me... in this situation, it feels like I should just stop being so obsessed because it's not doing me any favors. I need to stop and wait because beneath the surface is what I'm hearing is where the treasure will be found. Okay. Underground. I don't know what I'm seeing underground. Maybe some truths from underground. Some of you may be waiting for something bigger than what I can. I don't want to go straight into that, but you'll know what I'm talking about if you're one of those people who are waiting for all of that to come out. Maybe the truth to come out, so that it's coming. Let's just say that. I'm seeing the eclipse. My head. Why is my crown hurting? Sorry, maybe it's just a collective thing. Now my crown's back again. Let's maybe think that... Right, I'm not creating fear around this, but I think, because anyone watching this is not in fear-based mode ever really, but the eclipse is going to bring things up. Energetically, but it could be collectively as well. So a lot of things are going to shatter again. And a lot of... Sorry, my dragon just is here. So my dragon's come in with a big pot of gold. So... he's got his tail wrapped around it and he's holding on to it. So the... you know how this works. Group number 2. So everything that I'm feeling from this is in order for you to move forward this all needs to happen first. Or is that just the way you feel about it? So this is a limiting, okay, there's a limiting belief here around okay, this is all coming together now. So the reason I was in a library and I was obsessed and I was looking for this book is because this book is the only story that I enjoy the truth in that story. So this seems like you maybe are listening to someone else's story, or you know that people are doing that, and you're waiting. This could mean so many things. It could mean that you're this person, or it could mean that you know people that are holding on to hope that this is the story that happens. And we know there's a lot of people out there that are doing that. So maybe sorry. Just my dragon, right here. Just there. He's like, turn your head that way. So, yes. The story, okay. This story just doesn't add up. The story doesn't resonate. You're not meant to find that story, because it's not happening for you, okay? So just making sure that you are writing your own stories as of now and not focusing, because once that eclipse comes, that's doing the work that you no longer have to really worry about, okay? Because this is bigger than all of us, okay? We are connected to it all, but it's bigger than all of what we can really comprehend right now, okay? Because it's like a, you know, the thing that I'm looking at is the Akashic Records. This is the place that I go when I see the Akashic Records, okay? So it's the Akashic Records for this group is that they're trying to hold on to a timeline. And it's time to close that timeline up because it's done. It's had its time, okay? So if you're wanting to do that for other people, go ahead and do that. If you're wanting to do that for yourself, you can also do that as well. And that's all through your own understanding of how you do it for yourself. But you do it with intention, and you do it with that. What was that? I don't know. Explain that. What is that? It's just like, really, you're just being firm. I literally just saw someone stamping on the, like, actually kicking the sand. Don't get angry at the beach. But just like, it's like burying it. Wow. Okay, that's why I'm seeing the underground stuff. I've had that come up recently a lot. So maybe just getting actually to a place and burying some stuff and just getting rid of things that's just not yours anymore. You can literally take a little hole and just empty your energetic emotions into the ground. You don't have to write it on a piece of paper. You don't have to do it like that. You can literally just dump it into the ocean. Like, feel the energy flow away from you and let it just do what it gotta do, okay? There's so many timelines that people are coming at you with, and you're like, I don't want that. Stop bringing it up. You don't have to be part of it. You release it. You let it go. Don't have it anymore. It takes time for you to notice that change in your surroundings, but intention is the key here, okay? Okay, I need to go back. Yes, so certain things are being kept from you and from them, okay? So they're not ready to move into the timeline, so you're not ready to move into the timeline. You know you're moving into it, but it's just not happened yet, because you have to deal with how people deal with things. And it's vice versa, okay? People have to deal with your truth, and you have to deal with their truth, and you have to figure out how do you merge the two and accept both, okay? That is what I'm feeling from all of this. because you're feeling the split. That's the main thing that I want to say for you, group number 2, is you're feeling the split, and I don't really know what else to say because I felt so much from that. You're feeling the split and you're trying to figure out, okay, how can I maneuver my way around this? And the way that I feel about it is you have to what? You have to what? You have to be okay with things being split for some time. Okay? So the division, you have to be okay with it throughout the year. Okay? You have to be a part of it, but you don't have to, like, you don't have to try and fix it. Okay? You don't have to try and fix the division that's there within your family, within your, because it feels like with the eclipse, it feels like blood. Okay, so it feels like family. It's not so much collective. It feels like blood. Okay, I'm not sure if the eclipse is like a blood moon or something, or let me know if it is, because I just see a red moon. I think I've seen that. To be honest, I think I've seen the red moon somewhere online or something. So maybe that's it. And I don't actually know when the eclipse is. It's not happening yet. No, not on my, because I have my Skystrology calendar there, but it's not there. So I don't know when that is, but that just seems to be a whole thing where you're going to feel a shift, and it's going to also close. I feel like that book is going to close with that eclipse. So, yeah. Time to pull an oracle card. Okay. So can I get an oracle message for group number 2 to help them understand what they're going through energetically as of right now? Oh, I love this card. So we have trust. Okay. Leap into the unknown, have faith. It so matches my colours. Leap into the unknown, have faith and move forward. Believe you will fly. Trust. Okay, maybe I'll read from the book for that, because I don't think this group was too long. I don't know. It's really hard to judge when you're doing this, because I lose a track of time. So I don't know if this is long or not, but we'll just read a little bit from the book. Shall we? Yes, we shall. Sorry. Fuck. Okay. Leap into the unknown, have faith and move forward. Believe you will fly. Okay. Your soul is calling on you to take a courageous leap of faith and launch into the unknown. You know deep down that you cannot stay where you are doing the same things in the same way any longer. You know it is time for a change. It's time for you to get out of your comfort zone, to expand and to explore. Yet a part of you is hesitating. You feel as if you are at the edge of a cliff, not fully believing that when you take the leap, your wings will appear and you will soar. You may be putting off what you... Oh my God, my eyes. You may be putting off what you need to do. You may be avoiding the things that scare you and are making excuses to stay in your comfort zone. The winged horse wants you... The winged horse? Oh my God, it's not a unicorn. You're transforming. You're transforming into a unicorn. So the winged horse, she reminds you that you have free will and can make this choice. You can give in to the fear, stay where you are, and never find out what else is on the other side for you, or you can just take a big risk. I'm kind of not really reading this properly because I have ADD. So anyway, we're just kind of rambling on. It's time to choose your dreams. Allow yourself to get excited about leaping into the unknown and let go of control and choose your life and choose a life of surprises. It's time to throw caution into the wind, be courageous and trust. You are brave, take a leap of faith. Your wings will appear and you will soar. You are an earth angel. I heard that. So that is what I am picking up from that. Group number 2. I hope you enjoyed this. If you like these kind of ways, this way I do my readings, let me know, because I can do this more often. I actually like doing my readings like this, but I don't know if people like them. So, yeah, leave a comment down below. Oh my god, the sun's going down. Yeah, so I will talk to you all in the future. Goodbye. Hello, group number 3, welcome. I'm just going to light a little bit of the incense. So what we're going to do today, I've been doing it with all the groups. I'm going to, it's not really an energy checkup, it's kind of, well it is, and it isn't. I'm kind of going to go with you. I feel like I'm definitely going to go on a journey with this energy. I feel like you're going to be the group that enjoys it. So yeah, what we're going to do is we are basically just going to, I'm going to tap into my higher self. We're going to go on a little journey and you can just take whatever you want from it. If it resonates to something that's good, you help yourself resonate with whatever you want to resonate with. Does that make sense? I hope it does, because I don't know what I'm talking about. But yes, we are just going to do that. So I'm going to put this out. Just because I've realised that I need to kind of do that every time because my head was getting sore. And then after the last one, I had to go and have a snack because I feel like I was hungry. And that's just because I need to center myself again. So I'm just welcoming in Mapacho again to kind of clear me. And yes, we shall now begin. Okay, group number 3. Okay, okay. I was on a horse. I was a knight, and we hit a tree. We're okay. So everything is fine. You throughout I don't know how long, because this is going to be a general message as well, but what I'm feeling from this is that this knight in shining armor was rushing through the forest on a mission to get to the end goal. And the end goal is not exactly what he imagined it to be, okay? And this might be for some people that are recently just starting their spiritual journey, okay? And to be quite honest with you, we're not all of us. We're not all there. I don't even think I'm there. I don't think most people are there, to be honest. Because this is nothing that we can ever expect. Yeah? Does that make sense? Because we're working with what we can and how we can right now, and that is okay. But what I'm seeing is that we're still in the midst of it, okay? So we are still fogged in, is what I'm feeling. We're only, not that things are not coming to a close, oh they are, but we're still not through to, 1, 2, 3. So I'm hearing 3 years. So what is it, 2022, 2023, 2024. 2024 and 2025. It's when that's going to start to feel a lot easier, okay? So it's not that we have that long to wait for things to change, but you know, where you want to get to is everyone is on the same page and everyone sees. I'm hearing Colorado. I don't know why I'm hearing Colorado. I'm just hearing Colorado. Don't know what that's got to do with. But there's a message there for someone. Maybe some of you want to move to Colorado or Eldorado. I'm hearing Eldorado. Okay, there we go. Anything else I'm picking up from this? So what else I am feeling is okay, you need to make a bit of an effort. What I'm seeing is, so he fell off the horse. The horse was tired. And when he sat down and he lit a little fire, and actually, you know, took a proper rest. So every time that you feel that it's getting kind of dark or it's getting kind of heavy energetically, you always, even if it's the middle of the day, because I know I said we're still in this dark night of the soul as a collective, so even though, you know, the days are still continuing, it feels as if they are still dark. Okay? We're moving into a positive timeline, but the energy is still dark, okay? And that's completely fine, because we're moving out of this dark age and moving into a bright age, okay? A brighter age. No, well, I would say it's quite bright. But, you know, we still have to work through the duality that people are stuck in. So that's fine. But what I would like to just say here is that I feel like this night I'm sitting down and I'm giving the horse a little bit of care. I'm feeding the horse and I'm realizing that, you know, we've gotten this far. Hitting a tree is the least of our worries. Hitting the tree actually did us a huge favor. So having these breakdowns, having these moments of like, fuck, I feel so over everything. Because I went through that probably a few times last year, and I had like a little tiny mini one there recently. But these are the things that should happen, because like when we get to the end and the chapter is closing and the sun is rising, the second coming of Christ consciousness, okay, that everyone is so excited for, but like, why don't you just be excited for how far you've come? Okay, because what I feel is that what's waiting for you, my lovelies, script number 3, is actually not ready for you just yet, okay? Because there is a balancing of energies up there, up ahead, okay? It's like you're on your horse and you're going to this town, okay? And they know you're coming, but they're not prepared yet. You know, they don't have, you're the knight in shining armor to come and rescue the princess. This is such seeing a woman in a castle now. Long hair. Oh my god, this is like Rapunzel. Also, if you've been receiving messages in your dreams, if you've been receiving messages from people who have passed, oh, there they are. Sorry, a whole bunch of energies just flew past me there. I felt it. So there's been a lot of people in this group that have been receiving messages, mediumship. Mediumship just means the middleman. So you've been getting messages through middlemen and women. But you know what I mean? There's different messages coming through from loved ones and also just guides in general. Okay? And this is kind of to help you prepare yourself for this whole journey. This is the biggest group. I think the reason I did it for most groups is because you're literally the one that is on the journey. And the journey has been so great for you, group number 3, that I can't even... The next part of the journey is actually... So it feels like you have done your journey on your sacred land, okay? You've claimed back your sacred land. As in, you've learned about how to connect with the earth. You've learned how to connect with your own land, your body, okay? You've learned all of these. And now it's like the next part of the journey, once that closes and the sun rises again. And there's a relationship here that's coming together, okay? It's almost like this knight in blah, 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 blah. This knight in shining armor, there we go, is going to rescue his princess. Okay, this is a very nice little fairy tale. It's literally like Rapunzel. So if you connect with that energy, Rapunzel's story as well. I'm especially picking up on the energy of someone who doesn't know what they're missing, but they feel like there's something missing. Okay, so this is what the princess feels like on the other end. It's like what's wanting your attention doesn't actually know that it needs you yet. Okay, so you might just feel, if you are the princess in this situation, you might feel like there's just a part of you that's missing, and when it comes to you, you know then that's when it's going to be complete. So kind of trying to feel into that is what your higher self kind of wants you to understand, okay? And I'm really hearing with this group is to just slow down. Go slow. Stop trying to race through the forest. Stop trying to race through how to escape. Stop trying to race to get out of the situation that you're in. Just let it flow, okay? Because the next part of the quest for you is actually overseas. As I'm seeing now people getting on a boat. It might not necessarily be a boat that you're getting on, but just going across land. Because you did what you had to do on your land, now it's time to go and be on other land and just get... and that doesn't have to mean another place, because I'm talking about bodies as well, okay? And I feel like part of you is missing someone, or missing someone that you know that you deserve to be in a relationship, or you know that you deserve to have someone come towards you, someone, a family member or a loved one, or a new relationship that you're attracting into your life. Okay, this is all the things that I'm feeling from this. Wow, there's the eagle, guys. Group number 3, oh my god, that's massive. I've had an eagle flying around here for quite some time, and the eagle is all about seeing clearly, because they've got that really good vision. So this is just basically confirming that you're being watched out for, okay, you're being looked out for, but also you know, a lot of you in this group know already what the vision is, what I'm talking about. And this is just clarification for like you to just kind of let it sizzle and fizzle and do what it gotta do, and you know what I mean? No. But that's all I'm really picking up for you, group number 2. Really like this energy. But for some people I feel a little, not everyone, there's just a few here and there that I'm hearing from my higher self, that a few of you are just a little bit like, and it's okay, cry. You can cry. Oh, we have strength on the bottom. You can cry. I felt emotions there. So you can cry. It's okay to cry. And this is for the people who felt sad. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side, okay? You know that hitting that tree? That's okay. Had to happen. Look for the gifts in this situation, okay? So that's for the people that had that come up. And this is for everybody else in this group who's, you know that the journey is important and you're trying your best to stay centered. Can we have a message, please? Partnership. I told you that this group is about partnership. There's just a divine union coming together. So we're going to read this from the book as well. I didn't read it for group number 1. Don't hate me if you came from group number 1 and you're watching this as well. At least you get one from... you're getting a message from this group as well. So, partnership. Teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team. Okay? But this also feels like an actual loving relationship for me. So let's read partnership. It's really hard for me to remember the alphabet. Does anybody have that problem? I'm not dyslexic, but just I always have to do it in my head. I'm like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Anyway, let's go. So, this card encourages you to reach out and connect with trustworthy people who you can work with or support, or who can support you with your dreams. Trying to do everything by yourself will hold you back, and you need to be able to free up some space and energy to help get you by, okay? If anyone has this, I'm not reading it exactly word by word because I can't. My brain doesn't work that way. So I'm kind of just doing that. You could be stuck in a blind spot that someone with fresh eyes could easily see a solution to. Like me, hello. Perhaps you are spending too much time cleaning and doing the laundry when you could be writing your book or launching your business or planning your dream escape. Why don't you plan it instead of worrying about it? Plan it. What are you going to do when you get there? What places are you going to go? Etc. etc. You may feel in need of a life coach, an angel investor, or an assistant, personal trainer, an accountant, a business partner, a nanny, etc. 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 Someone who help you. Okay. When you find possible candidates, be sure to trust your intuition on whom you take on. Okay. Ask for references and testimonials. You know, don't just go with any Tom, Dick, or Harry. Make sure you suss the shit out of them, okay? Delegate with tasks and that drain you will free you up to step further into your brilliance, okay? Because you are divine. It is time for you to shine. I made up the divine part and that rhymed with the shine. Sorry. But you need a team behind you in order for you to soar to your next level of success, okay? So the way that those horses are running together, it feels like anyway you don't have too much to worry about because it's all divinely kind of coming together. But, you know, there is challenges. You don't just get what you want. You have to put effort into attracting it as well, a little bit. Like, you know, we're not narcissists on here. We're good people. So that is all I have for you, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will talk to you all in the future. Leave a comment down below if you enjoyed, and yeah, goodbye.